Hello again, everyone. So yeah, I thought I'd come back with another video because I've had a few people asking questions and I thought I'd answer. This video is going to be mainly me talking, but I can assure you that you are actually watching a video and not a still. So if you can detect movement, that's a good sign. So yeah, the nuptial flight which I caught these queens on was a very small nuptial flight. And I still firmly believe that there is going to be the big flying ant day in the UK later in the month. In fact, I've seen the long range weather forecast and I can see that this weekend it's going to start getting warmer, maybe 27 degrees. So start, like I said in those earlier videos, start watching your wild ant nests. Watch what they're up to, see if the elates are poking their heads out, try and check them out every day, and you should catch the flight. So anyway, yeah, we caught these queens on the 9th of July, and this is where it's important to know your temperature, but Lasius niger do absolutely fine at room temperature. They are best around the 22 to 25 degrees C. Don't go less than 20. If they're less than 20, the eggs will stop growing and the queen will stop laying and things like that. And it won't hurt them at less than 20, but you won't have development. It will take us 7 to 8 weeks to get to our first workers. So I'll put a prediction out right now. I predict August bank holiday is when we will have workers from this colony. We don't need to heat them. Heating cables are dangerous, especially if you're new to ant keeping. Mistakes are very easy to make, and you can do all sorts of things. Flood your tubes, cook your ants. You just don't need them with Lasius niger, so don't bother. They do fine. And as you can see, inspecting this queen, basically nothing happens. You can see she's been stood there almost unmoving for the entire time that I've been talking. You might, if you'd been looking very closely, have seen a very faint wave of antennae. And just there below her, you can see a very small pile of eggs. So she's laid eggs. We've got eggs. I couldn't count them, but that's what an ant egg looks like. It's a small white ball about the size of a pinhead, and they group them together in little shapes, most balls or little strings like that. And that's what you're looking for. And the only real care they need at this stage is that they have to be kept moist. So it's fairly humid in there, so if the queen just licks them occasionally maybe. So how do I inspect her? I said I'd show you how to inspect them. It's not the light that actually alarms them, it's the change in light levels. And they also don't like sunlight. So wait until the evening, have your curtains closed, have just a lamp on or something. I turn my computer on with a red desktop, so I get this red light. And then after a while, give them 5 minutes in the red light, and then I turn the computer screen to a white background, so I get a brighter light. And once they've got used to the red and then up to the white, and it's not sunlight, they're fine, as you can see. This is B, by the way, and with her little egg pile again in front of us. So B has also laid eggs, and this is C, and her egg pile is actually stuck up on the wall just in front of her. It's quite difficult to see. I tried to move the camera around a bit and get it, but I don't think it's very obvious. It's just sort of in front of her head. You can just about see it. And again, just stood there. This is, and you don't need to do anything for these ants at this stage. Yeah, no food, nothing. Just and don't pull the cotton wool out for anything, because the fresh air that does disturb them. Just leave them be. Keep the tubes level. Inspect them in dim light once a week. And you're not really missing anything. The queen just stands there over the brood. I mean, all you're watching is to see how the brood develops, and once a week is okay because you can see how it's moved on from last week. So we'll inspect them again in about a week's time. But there we go. They've all laid. We've got a little egg pile for all of them. Thank you for watching.